So I've got a little bit of art, and this is about the right stopping time for me. Ideally, I would like to stop streaming video games at like 2:30, then do art, and then be done by 3. Like, here's the thing, I'm usually in bed by like 3:30 anyway, so I'm on schedule, but I like to like watch something before bed. So I'm doing pretty good. This is fine. I've been keeping up with my sleep schedule. There was a time, guys, where I was sleeping at like 6:30 a.m. because I was watching stuff before bed, and it was just getting later and later and later. So I just I put my foot down a little bit, and I said, I will not watch a TV show before bed if it's going to mean going later than when I want to go to bed. Because not having a specifically regimented sleep schedule can really start to get stupid. I know a couple of the Vinesauce streamers had like rotating sleep schedules for a bit, where like they would go to bed around all hours of the clock, and it would just get later and later and later and later and later until it was early and early and early and early, and then it would go back to later and later and later, and then it would just be like a 24-hour rotating cycle. I've never been there, but man, that's rough. I think I'm learning more as I get older, like the importance of some kind of schedule, even if it's not an entirely strict one. Okay, so here's one from Hamsfreth. We're going to begin the art with this one, and it's Memetopia with our newest party members. From Beluga Warfare. Oh, I sure hope chat likes my outfit. Surely the Buru won't get too crazy. Chat knows this was for the lulz, right? For the lulz. From Sim L. Pinotopia. On each and every attack, our awesome Bronis will answer with 3 times the muscle.
Glory to the verbs, Sipsu.
Nice, nice art. From Enjoys Great Streams, here's Metopia, traditionally done, possibly colored pencils. Really, really good. Looks like it could be some crayon in there too. I'm not really sure. It says hand-drawn pencil and pen and stuff. It's good. I think it's really, really nice. Here's also from Enjoys Great Streams. Here's a classic. 2 eggs and a hammer with a fucking football player head Yoshi thing. This is from like Super Nintendo Corruptions from like 6 years ago almost. Shit, man. From Sauerkraut. Vine, can I ask you something? Yeah, go ahead. What was your job before you became a mage? Are you okay, Vine? I still have that cursed dress. From Most 42, before Game 2, fidget spinner dating game. After Game 2, the sequel. And to think, look how healthy I looked before the game. Well, now an eyeball's hanging out. From Some Repulsive Imp, here's Dark Shroom, and it's Mike, and that's really great. That's from Repulsive Imp, and it's needle felted. Imp does some really good needle felt work. Love it. This one's from Lemon Line. Here's another thing. Beanyat sucks cocks lel. Lemon Line, your art is just going more and more off the deep end, day by day. From Mogworld, hello Mogworld. This is nice. This is a very cute piece of art. Again, I guess that's the best way to describe it. But I like it. And it's Klingon Flower and Vinny. What else do we have here? We've got one from Spurto. Hi, Spurto. Hello, it is me, Vinny from Bezos. I's dream video games make eben mims. Visit me. Oh god. Is this Bussy Bear? I think it's supposed to be Bussy Bear. That's some memes. This one's from Charge Then Lance Super Vinesauce 2. Is that Mr. Dink on the left? I would play this ROM hack. I would play this ROM hack in a second. Holy shit. I see the trash man. Make it happen. From Daddy Shivi 98. Sorry, Vinny. I was really hungry. I really wanted to eat this banana. Scoot is just a little self-conscious because he can't pronounce the word banana properly. From Shark Bits, aka Regretro Roulette. Hello, Shark Bits. This is nice. I wish I knew how to describe art, but maybe it's best I don't know how to... Maybe it's best I have no idea how to describe it properly. But I can say I like the brush strokes, if that makes any sense. I think it's stylistically bold, to borrow a phrase from George Lucas. I almost said George Lucas, like Jar Jar Binks Lucas. Oh man, don't want to do that. What's this? Secret of Mana remake announced. It's 3D. Oh my god. Hang on. I think we need to take a second to see a thing before we do more art. A couple people were posting about this. Apparently it was a leak. But, well... I know I say this a lot, but Secret of Mana is one of my favorite games ever. And I really, really mean that.
プリム、ポポイ。僕は二人と一緒じゃなかったら何もできなかったかもしれない。
It's Flammy. Okay. It's on Vita and Steam, but not on the Switch. Yeah, put it on the Vita. Okay. Okay. Why is it... There's an English trailer as well? Could you link me to that? So, okay. Secret of Mana is... I have a very, very, very strong connection to Secret of Mana. And one of the reasons is the music and the art style. The way it sounds and the way it looks are very important to the experience for me. But I don't know. I mean, translating a game like that into 3D can be... It could kind of kill some of the style, can kill some of the vibe. And, I don't know. I mean, it looked good. It didn't look bad at all. And the original game still exists. But in some ways, it didn't really grab me the way you would want a remake to grab me. You know, the 3D thing is cool. The game could use a bit of an update in terms of gameplay too, because it's a little clunky. I like it. I mean, I'm listen, this game can do no wrong for the most part.
I don't think I would have made it here without you two.
I'll tell you another thing that could use an update with Secret of Mana. The translation. The story. Oh, February 15th, huh? Well, I mean, as long as it's on Steam, which it did say Steam before, now it doesn't. I don't have a PS4, so I can't, I can't really play the game. Pre-order on PSN to receive DLC costumes on launch. Oh, fuck off. Randy, Prim, and Popoy. Those were definitely not the names I used. I will find a way to play this. I kind of really want Seiken Densetsu 3 though. That would be nice if they could find a way to translate that properly and bring it over to the West for the first time. But this is good. I mean, the Mana series is kind of forgotten in much the same way the Chrono series was forgotten about. But there have been many more entries into the series, and I guess they just don't know where to go from here, so maybe it's time for a remake. I hope it's good. I will play it. I'm interested. If it's the same kind of thing that they did with Metroid Samus Returns to, say, Metroid 2, then that's kind of cool, because it's like an alternate telling of the same story, and in a different way with updated gameplay. I can live with that. What I would like is the music has got to be good. I mean, they have to figure out a way to do the orchestration. I want to hear like a real orchestra do this music. Something kind of endearing about the MIDIs. Hiroko Kakuda, I believe, is the composer. And she did an amazing job with the limitations of the Super Nintendo. In fact, pushed it further than it was thought to go. So, yeah, Secret of Mana is just an amazing accomplishment. It was actually supposed to be for an add-on for the Super Nintendo, so they had to even scale back their original intent. It's exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I want to check it out. I hope the story is updated and the translation's updated and it's a little bit more coherent. And that would be fantastic. So let's hope for the best. I will remain optimistic. That's kind of cool. Square Enix worries me a lot these days. So I don't know, but I'm in. Let's make it hot. Let's make it nice. From the slime. Here's some more Miitopia art. Very cool. This one's from Slime the Slime as well, and it's the trio, including Tina, from KS Player 1337, Vinesauce. It's the monkey from Mario's early years. From Unacceptable P. I was talking about anglerfish earlier. From Fartificial Insmelligence. Here's a BRB. That's cool. From Spang-Boober. Light shroom is real thick. So now I'm just Vinky to Spang-Boober forever. From Lemon Line. It's basically Observer in a nutshell. From C, here's my Jersey Shore fist-pumping squid with the boots with the fur and the apple-bottom jean. Well, this makes me hate my squid a little bit less. This one's from Sulky Instruments, and it is Princess Paka. It's a particularly nice Princess Paka. This one's from Pseudo, and it is Vin's Used Cars. Oh, yeah, I did kind of have a used car salesman devil outfit for a little while in Miitopia. It was good. That was my favorite one, actually. From Silver Rope, Vinesauce will be right back. There's my squid again. You can tell by the gold sneakers. This one's from C. Yeah, I'm a little pissed. I don't know, I just don't like water parks. I want to like water parks. Maybe one day I will. I would like to. I'm just more into the roller coasters. I think I'm a little skeeved out, if you'll allow me to use that phrase, skeeved out, Not to be confused with sheaved out, which is exactly what happened to the Senate. But I'm a little skeeved out about the pools and being in like a big public pool with, you know, hundreds of other people. I know they chlorine the fuck out of that water, but it's just something is just a little too weird for me. This one's from Young Boy Deku. Guys, I made the best fucking burgers today, like with meat from a farm in New Jersey. Meanwhile, at the same farm. It's a meat keyboard. That's what I made on my burger. I definitely... No, seriously, guys. The burger was... It was really just... I had 2 of them. It was amazing. The corn was perfect. It was sublime. You got to get the real stuff sometime from, like, straight off of a farm. And just try it. There's a difference. There's a real fucking difference. Not that it's convenient, but... You know, if you have the ability to give it a shot at some point, I recommend you just try it and just see if you like it any better. Specifically, corn on the cob. The potatoes, I couldn't tell the difference, and the meat was definitely a big difference. But from Peach Money, how am I supposed to play games on meat? Someone will figure it out. It'll be in the future. In 2084, in the fucking apartment complex that Dan Lazarski is investigating. This one's from Shangwin. This magical hat protects me from aliens, knobgoblins, and gens. And is that a tinfoil wizard hat? You would think a wizard wouldn't need the tinfoil, but I do. I was about to say earlier I wasn't going to go into too much detail, but I was listening to a podcast called Mysterious Universe, and it's this podcast with 2 Bygans, and they discuss all kinds of weird shit, and the episode I listened to was like ESP tests that they did on twins and like kids and people separated at birth, and just weird stories, like one after the other. And remote viewing kind of stuff. It was kind of interesting. It's interesting stuff. I do take it with a grain of salt. I don't, as much as I'm interested, I go back and forth. Sometimes I don't really research and keep up with it. And then sometimes I listen to stuff or read books on it, like the paranormal and UFOs. It's a hobby. It's a weird one. And of course, I still live in the corporeal realm, so I don't necessarily believe everything I read, but I do enjoy the stories, and sometimes it does make you think a little bit, and I definitely need some tinfoil. Definitely. But my favorite podcasts are the ones that laugh about it. Like on the Mysterious Universe podcast, there was an episode I listened to about this Japanese cult that gave you like a magical pendant that gave you the love of God, and you couldn't drop it on the floor, otherwise you'd have to go back to the cult and get it recharged. You couldn't even drop it below your knees. And this cult religion ended up funneling money out of so many people. They ended up building a temple and hoping for like God's resurrection on earth, but nothing happened, so they wanted to build a bigger temple. And it was just insane. And the podcast, the Mysterious Universe podcast, talking about this, was they were taking the piss out of it. There were plenty of there was a lot of humor in it, but it also showed you how incredibly dangerous this thing could be, and how many people actually ended up losing so much as a result of it. And I'm rambling a bit, and I think there's a big spider on my floor. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's a spider. I think it's dead, actually. Yep. Just a dead spider a foot away from me on the floor. Okay, let's finish the art. From the Ghastly Gengar. It's a big one. How'd it get there? Okay. Zip, zoom, boom. Thank you, Ghastly Gengar. Every time I look at the art, I look down at the floor just to make sure it doesn't move. From Akuma no Robin, here's Scoot and Two-Faced and myself. I like that. Really like that a lot, actually. This one's from LP Leonator, Vinesauce's Meat Keyboards. I can't believe you've done this. Did you do this? Did you model this yourself? Mental. Almost done. This one's from Mr. Birchman Doodles. Vinesauce was a bad idea. Hasn't moved yet. I really do think it's dead. That's cool. From Doc Jackal, Observer Style Augmented Vinny. I don't think I want to be augmented. And if I'm going to be augmented, I like how it's a tube coming out of my cheek and going to the back of my skull. From Didgeridoo. Hey, these are some cool new potential logos. Very cool. Very cool. And totally unique and unrecognizable. From Akuma no Robin. This is Two-Face. Sorry, not Two-Face. It's Klingon. It's Flower Klingon. That looks good. From Umbrella Muffin. Here's a crack open a cold one with the squids. That cold one. But how cold is it really? Okay, listen, I have to clean a dead spider up off the floor. I don't know, it just like... It just got close and then just died. It was like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna show up and then next to the human who's saying weird things at the screen and getting himself into trouble on the internet, and I'm gonna just die like right under his foot. So, good times, having a very good time, and I'm gonna go take care of that, and you guys have a good night, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will probably not see you tomorrow because I might take the day off just to enjoy the weather and a movie and to things with movie Jurassic Park. And I can speak, and you can go to twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce for the rest of the Vinesauce team. At the moment, Hootie is live doing Metroid, I believe, and Dyer and Fred are live as well. Please check them out. You can just wait for the auto host, or you can go to vinesauce.com and click the icons at the top of the page for the streamers of your choice. You can also follow us at Vinesauce on Twitter, or you can get me on Twitter at Vinny Vinesauce. I don't tweet a whole lot. Thank you everyone that has subbed. I don't thank people personally on an individual level, but I do appreciate it overall way more than I let on. Thank you. And but you don't have to, of course. And I also want to let you know about Vine Watch one more time, which is bit.ly/VinesauceAlert. Did I say Vine Watch again? I think I did. And I don't know. That's the old one, man. It just happens. It's called Vinesauce Alert. So just bit.ly/VinesauceAlert, and you can get the information on when all of us go live. It's the best way. If you're not getting notifications, it is exactly the best way. So I'm done. You have a good night, and I will see you soon. Gonna read that Half-Life Episode 3 script and then be really sad. Later.